So this is the hotel I'm staying in. Yes, I think I'm the only one here. There's not even any staff here. I can't find anybody. I just don't know what the hell's going on. It's quiet as the grave. Oh, I'm a bit spooked. Wish I could find... There's supposed to be a bar. I can't even find the bar. There's nobody here to ask. Oh, I think I'll go back to my room. Day 3. It's 8:25. And I'm in Betanzos. And I've had the weirdest stay ever in a deserted hotel. There was one person on the reception desk this morning. There was no cafeteria, nowhere to make a drink. Weird, felt really weird. A bit like The Shining. But I'm going to wander down now to get back on the Camino and get something to eat. It's going to be a long day, 14 miles, and a lot of it is uphill. So I can't say I'm really looking forward to it, but we'll see what happens. Let's not get too pessimistic. And what I should say is, it's cold this morning. I don't know if you can see my breath there, but I can see my breath, so it's must be down in single figures, but it's okay for walking. It's, as I say, it's no wind and it's bright and clear, so I've certainly walked in worse than this in Buxton. Yeah, and this is the climbing starts already. Oh, we're away now. So that's the top of the first little climb. I say little climb. It's one of those that turns corners and just goes on, but that's Betanzos below us there, and just coming to a little flat a bit now. I think this is the lull before the storm though. Yeah, so here's the general lie of the land. Forest at the moment, and uphill. I mean, it's not steep, but it is uphill. I've just seen some friends I met along the way, David and Abby. We both just struggled up the sharp bit out of Betanzos. I can see a couple more people up ahead, so it's just a matter, I think, of resting often, because it's not going to get any easier than this today. It's a lovely morning, really. It's cold. The locals have got coats and gloves on and hats and one thing or another. I mean, it's not Buxton cold, but it's definitely Spain cold. And I've just stopped to... I was a bit concerned that I couldn't fill up my water bottles, but thankfully these are regular... make regular appearance along the way, where the local people have set up drinking fountains, so you can fill up your bottles, so that's good. So because I'm going to need a drink or two today, that's for sure. And this is the general picture out in the country now. I can still hear the traffic in the distance, but it's nice to get out in these slightly more rural areas. We'll see what happens from here on in. Here's the local football ground. Yeah, a few bobbles on the pitch, but all the facilities you'd need. You've got floodlights, there's the dugouts, but I'm not sure. It looks like somebody's drying some sheets over the goal at the bottom, but I'm sure that'll come off on match day. Oh yes. Yep, so I'm just going to lift the camera up a little bit, because I know somewhere behind me there are some pilgrims walking, because it's annoying me, because I can hear the click, click, click of their stupid canes, them walking sticks, as they hit the ground. It's really getting on my wick. I might have to, but I know I'm walking faster than them. If I stop and let them go in front of me, I'm going to catch up with them again, so I'm just going to put my foot down a bit and get away if I can. Yep. Lovely up here. I expect you can hear the noise over there. There's a man in the field over there strimming. He must be king of the strimmers. It looks like he's strimming the whole bloody field. He's got a little way to go yet though. Perhaps he'll go down and finish off down on the football pitch, who knows? Yeah, stop for rest and not let the clicking, clacking pilgrims get ahead of me. I know I'm going to catch up with them. but at least I don't have to listen to their sticks hitting the ground for a little while. I know it's a little bit on the spectrum, but it does get on my wick. And a lovely morning. I thought I'd be in luck with the cafe over there, but it's a bar and it's shut, so I'm just sat on the wall. Yeah, I'm not taking any layers off, it's too cold. Yeah, still see my breath. Just stopped for Tarte de Santiago and a nice cup of coffee. This is Little Oasis. It's the first one I found. So I've been walking over 2 hours, and this is the first stop there is. Well worth a stop there. Some great painting of all the saints and knights and things in there. Classy. Yeah, so as I say, I was stopped at that nice little cafe and had a Tarte de Santiago, which is made out of almond flour. So it's very nutritious. And they gave me a knife and fork with it, and I thought, well, I'll be polite. I won't just pick it up. I'll use the fork, and it was going pretty well until the last little bit, which I shot onto the floor. And sat next to me was the people with the sticks. I feel bad now for being nasty about them. I shot the cake onto the floor. I'm not going to waste it, so I made a sign that I dropped it, and I'd not heard any of them speak a word of English, although I bumped into them several times. And the older lady of the party came, saw that I was bending down to pick it up, and she said, 5-second rule. Well, it's made my morning. She's right, of course. And so, I don't know if you can see, let's go down here. 52.350, so I'm over halfway now. I'm over halfway in days and kilometres. So that's encouraging. Oh, nearly missed an arrow there. Nearly went off. But a lady was passing the car, stopped and reversed and pointed me in the right direction. That's nice of her, because I'm not sure when I would have twigged I'd gone wrong. But yeah, back into the forest now. Yeah, so the landscape's been very similar for a few miles now. We're high up and still climbing, though thankfully the gradient, we are climbing, it's hills, but the gradient hasn't been too bad. And we're right up here in the, and lovely views. And it's warm enough, I've got my top layer off, and ideal walking conditions. You know, you're just a bunch of oh, hang on. You're not a sheep, are you? Yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure what that's about. That may be trying to be like a knight in armour, but let's zoom in. I don't like the. I really don't like the face on it at all. It's just not right. Right, this has been one of the longest climbs I think I've ever done. Thankfully the gradient isn't too bad, but it's been very long. As you can see, it's going snaking off that way and snaking off and up a bit more that way. It's not too bad, but it's, you know, there's not a chance to hit some flat or downhill to recover. So you're just walking just below the just below the level of exhaustion. And I think at least I'm over halfway now. Anyway, that's something. I mean, halfway to the destination. I don't know whether I'm halfway through this hill or not. I must have done, I would think about a mile so far, and it's been all uphill. But I'm still breathing, still kicking. And for you cyclists out there, you know who you are. Here's a little mountain bike trail for you, which they put up there a little bit here. Look, down there. Around there, through that puddle. Look at it over there, right on the edge. Look at it. You'd have to be crazy. You'd have to be crazy to go down there. Oh, I'm just about running on empty now. I think I'm just running on fumes. And there's plenty of those, you believe me. I think this is the last stretch. I worked it out, the last couple of miles should be downhill. And I can't see anywhere higher than where I am now, so, but who knows. Anyway, here we go. Onward and definitely upward. At last. A bit of serious down. Oh, but is it a false dawn? I hope not. Okay, so it's asphalt, you know, and you're not supposed to like that on Caminos, but look, asphalt, flat as a pancake. Yes, thank you very much. I am now 28 minutes from where I'm stopping for the night, and I'm bloody glad. Yes. Another just passed. The pilgrim just passed me. Also looking bloody dead on her feet. There we are. Let's keep going now. Now here's an interesting design for a house. I believe it's a house. Look at those steps up to that front door. You imagine coming back from the pub after you've had one more than you should have done, getting up there and trying to get your key in the bloody keyhole up there. You'd die, wouldn't you? You'd die. You'd back down those steps, reverse somersault. Oh, I don't want to think about it. So, I'm at my destination. It's a lovely Casa de Bruma. Got the place to myself at the moment. I expect there will be other guests. A very kind host I should say, who's looked at me. I looked a little bit careworn and worn out. So she offered me what I thought was some soup. And I said, yes, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I saw it had chickpeas in it. And I thought, that'd be nice, I'll have some of that. And they give me a nice big hunk of bread with it, and lovely. And then I remembered about this little recipe, a Galician speciality with chickpeas and chorizo and tripe. And anyway, I got myself a big bowl and tried to leave as much tripe alone as I could. And what I couldn't, I surreptitiously dumped in the bin. I hope you don't look. When lo and behold, in came the second course that I hadn't expected, and I'll show that to you now. And there it is. I mean, I like the chorizo, I love the greens and the potatoes, but oh dear, another big slab of tripe. And I'm not quite sure how much meat there is on that either. Oh dear, I feel so ungrateful, but I'm not going to be able to eat that. I'm not going to be able to eat it. I'll hurl. But a lovely bit of rustic bread, I can have that. I'll sort it out.